Hi ghost hunting fans! If you enjoyed Family Spirits, the adventures and evidence of Gallo family ghost hunters, you're going to love Family Spirits 2, Purpose and the Paranormal by Bobby J. Gallo. Paperback and Nookbook available through Barnes & Noble. More adventure, more evidence, more ghosts. Materialize your copy today.
Hey folks, Bobby J. Gallo here, and I'm basically back in Tranquility Cemetery, and this is the place where we're launching one of our comeback episodes. The last time we were here, we got some, we thought it was an uneventful investigation, and I can't even tell you how many times that happens to us, and then all of a sudden we find out that we ended up getting a whole lot of evidence after we do evidence review. So it was like an absolutely astounding investigation. But the reason I wanted to do this is to show you something very interesting. The last time we were here, we wanted to investigate the grave of a very famous person in history. I shouldn't say famous, I should say she knew a very famous person in history. Basically, it was the, I don't want to say this too loud because I'm right next to her resting place, is supposed to be the mistress of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, but you know how those things go. But the last time we were investigating, I'll tell you, let me see if you can see it behind me. All the way in the back, we were investigating this beautiful, it's like an angel, and you'll see it in the investigation, and we thought that's where she was buried, and it turns out she wasn't, because we couldn't find her name on any of the stones. Well, it turns out that that is way down there, and that was kind of like the family plot. But here she is way over here, and she's buried right here, you see, with like a lot of the other family members right by her side. You can see the coat of arms. Okay, it's Bobby J. Gallo, we're back. Okay, now, if you watched my last video, you will notice that in the middle of my video, it just shut off. It just cut off completely. So, basically, I turned on one of my apps and just to see if it could find anything, and it could not. So, I switched on the Ghost Speaker, which, if you read the book Family Spirits, you'll see it's one of the best, apps, basically, I've ever used for paranormal investigation or ghost hunting. And I asked, was there anybody here who shut off my video? Because it shouldn't have shut off, and it just did. And a name came through that said Isaac. Well, lo and behold, just a few feet from where I was standing, here he is, Isaac Derling. Yep, so basically, folks, this is how you ghost hunt. Something happened that shouldn't have happened. I switched on a trusty app, and once again, the ghost speaker comes through. The name came through. Apparently, it was Isaac, and so basically, when a name comes through like that, we look around, we try to see if we could find the name, and sure enough, it was not very far from where I was standing. And Isaac, right there, apparently shut off my video. Perhaps, let me see, 1830, 1894. He was actually a little bit before the time of Lucy Mercer, who I was investigating that site in the Rutherfords, but perhaps they did know the family because some of them were from that time as well. But I'm going to go back to my car now, but just wanted to share that with you. Very, very interesting here at Tranquility Cemetery. Apparently, Isaac shut off my video. So for those of you who don't believe or who are skeptical, you know, you can be skeptical all day long. This stuff happens. It happens to me all the time.
How do they always capture so much evidence? No one does it like Gallo family ghost hunters. Hey folks, if you'd like to stand out on your next ghost hunt, be sure to investigate ghostgear.info for original paranormal clothing designs and ultra cool swag you won't find anywhere else. You make perfect ghost bait, just saying.
Bobby J. Gallo here, folks. And if you ever want to know why ghost hunting can sometimes be such a dangerous proposition, here, let me show you something. I am in a 200-year-old cemetery right now. Well, maybe a little bit less than 200 years old, but pretty close. But anyway, if you come over to this gravestone right here, you're going to see something very curious. Look at this. Not only did the grave sink in, but there's a hole going right down there as far as the eye can see, probably all the way down to where the remains are. So somebody could very easily step in that and break a leg, or worse, collapse the rest of this grave right here. And it does seem to be the grave of, who's the grave of? George Lundy. George Lundy. So this is George's grave, and George's grave has collapsed. So probably what happened was that the casket collapsed, and you can see the ground all around it is pretty sunken in. So this is very dangerous, folks. Honestly, probably the Cemetery Association should come in and fill that in before somebody gets hurt. That's what I would say. So be careful if you're ghost hunting, folks, because this can happen. You got to be really careful. Another thing is that Nikki G and I, not too long ago, were investigating a cemetery, and some of the very large monuments standing up look like they were about to topple over, and they do, because you can see in some old cemeteries these things actually do topple over, and you don't want them to topple over on you because you won't be able to get them off, because they're very, very heavy, sometimes weighing tons, which means you'll get squished. So be careful ghost hunting out there, folks.